In today's fast-paced, chaotic world, we often find ourselves swept up in a whirlwind of negative emotions, anxiety, sadness, and frustration. But did you know that over 2,000 years ago, Stoic philosophers uncovered timeless principles that can help us live with peace and resilience, no matter what life throws at us? Stoicism teaches that true strength doesn't come from controlling external circumstances, but from mastering our own minds and emotions. When you learn to see obstacles as opportunities, stop dwelling on imagined pain, and accept the ever-changing nature of life, you'll find an inner peace and enduring strength you never knew you had. Are you ready to embrace this challenge and discover the true power within yourself? Join me on a journey to uncover these profound Stoic principles, where you'll learn to act as if nothing can disturb your peace. This is the philosophy and the key that unlocks the door to a life of happiness and meaning. Get ready to transform and become the strongest version of yourself. The first principle is to see obstacles as opportunities. Picture life as a journey filled with twists, turns, and obstacles. Can you spot the chance to grow and improve within each difficulty? Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." To illustrate this more clearly, consider the life of Jesus Christ. He endured betrayal, unimaginable pain, and suffering, but rather than being consumed by these hardships, he transformed them into opportunities to spread love and forgiveness. In his darkest moments, he showed us the power of patience and forgiveness, turning pain and death into symbols of hope and salvation. There's a striking similarity to Stoic philosophy here. Adversity is not a punishment, but an opportunity for inner growth. Reflect on the last time you faced a challenge. How did you react? Did you feel overwhelmed? Or did you find a way to turn it into motivation to move forward? Stoicism encourages us to look inward and find the strength to turn obstacles into opportunities. This is how we not only survive but thrive, growing stronger each day. Remember, every challenge you encounter is a chance to learn, grow, and become more resilient. As Marcus Aurelius said, obstacles aren't enemies, but guides that help you navigate through difficulties and find light even in your darkest moments. Welcome challenges with an open heart and a clear mind, and you'll soon realize that nothing can truly disturb your peace. The second key principle is not to suffer from imaginary pain. Have you ever wondered whether the worries and pain you feel are truly real, or are they just creations of your mind? Stoic philosophy teaches that much of our suffering doesn't come from actual events, but from our imagination. Think about the times you've worried about an exam, a meeting, or an important event. How many times have we spun terrifying scenarios in our heads, only to discover that reality wasn't nearly as bad as we'd feared? Even Jesus taught, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." Each day has enough trouble of its own. This advice reminds us not to burden ourselves with what hasn't happened yet. Imagine a farmer constantly worrying about the upcoming harvest, about droughts, pests, or crop failure. Does that fear help the crops grow better, or does it simply steal the farmer's joy and health? Think about how many unnecessary worries we've created in our lives. Do those imagined fears bring any real value? When faced with challenging situations, rather than worrying about what hasn't happened, we should focus on the present and tackle the problems right in front of us. By shifting your mindset and not allowing imaginary pain to rule your life, you begin to take control of your emotions and reactions. This mental discipline is one of the greatest strengths we can cultivate, giving us the ability to remain calm and clear-headed no matter what life throws our way. Worrying about the future only diminishes our ability to enjoy the present moment. Think back to the last time you felt anxious about something, only to realize later that it was all a product of your imagination. The relief you feel when nothing bad actually happens is priceless. Instead of letting imagined pain control you, focus on what you can control. The next time you feel anxious or stressed, ask yourself, is this really happening, or is it just in my head? Posing these questions helps bring clarity, reminding you that many of your fears are just illusions. Seek the truth and let reason guide you. Life becomes much easier when we let go of baseless worries, live fully in the moment, and face challenges with courage. Both Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus Christ lead us to this understanding, showing us the way to a life of peace and strength. They provide a framework for living meaningfully and with calm resilience. The third principle is to embrace impermanence. Life is like a river that flows constantly, never stopping. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." This is a powerful reminder that our perceptions can change, and we must accept change as a natural part of life. Impermanence doesn't only apply to external changes, but also to the fluctuations within our own minds and emotions. Some days we feel joyful, and other days we feel sorrowful. All these emotions are part of the human experience. Jesus also taught us to accept and face change. Man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God. This reminds us that we must find strength in faith and wisdom when dealing with life's inevitable changes. Think about those moments in your life when everything shifted unexpectedly. It could have been a loss or a sudden success. How did you handle those changes? Did you emerge stronger after overcoming adversity? When we accept impermanence, we find peace and learn to see every change as an opportunity for growth. Embracing impermanence also allows us to truly appreciate the present moment. Knowing that nothing lasts forever, we begin to cherish our time with loved ones, the small joys, and the experiences life offers. Ask yourself, can you accept change and find peace in the understanding that everything is temporary? Once you do, life feels lighter and more meaningful. We no longer fear loss or change, but instead live each moment fully with gratitude and love. Accepting impermanence is not just a life philosophy, it is an art that helps us find joy and serenity in every single day. Let Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus guide you on this path, and you will discover peace and strength within your soul. Accept that everything changes, and in this constant change, you will find the profound beauty of life. Finally, master the art of letting go. Our lives are often filled with situations beyond our control, loss, failure, and unforeseen challenges. Yet, what truly matters is how we respond to and handle these situations. Letting go doesn't mean we avoid responsibility or become indifferent. It means recognizing our limits and not allowing things beyond our control to affect our happiness. Jesus also taught us about letting go and trusting in a higher power. Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. This teaching encourages us to place our faith and hope in something greater than ourselves, freeing us from unnecessary worry and burdens. Letting go is an act of wisdom. It's understanding that while we can't control the future, we can control our responses. Stoic philosophy reinforces this by reminding us that inner peace comes not from controlling life's outcomes, but from managing our own minds. When we release the need to control everything, we begin to experience a sense of liberation and tranquility. We stop wasting energy on things we cannot change, and instead, direct that energy toward living well and fully. When we cling to things beyond our control, we create suffering for ourselves. Think about a relationship that has ended, a job you've lost, or an opportunity that has slipped away. Do you really need to carry the weight of these burdens, or could you let go to make space for new and better things? Reflect on a time when you were consumed by something outside your control, whether it was a broken relationship, a missed chance, or a past mistake. Have you ever wondered if holding on to these things truly brings you happiness? Marcus Aurelius, in his work Meditations, wrote, "What's not good for the hive is not good for the bee." This reminds us that we are part of a greater whole, and we must learn to release what harms our own well-being or that of those around us. Practice the art of letting go by asking yourself, does this really matter? Is this within my control? If the answer is no, then allow yourself to release it and focus on what you can influence and improve. In doing so, you will discover true peace and freedom. Mastering the art of letting go doesn't just make it easier to face loss and change, it allows us to live more fully. When you let go, you free yourself to focus on what truly matters in life. Both Jesus and the Stoic philosophers have shown us the path to peace and serenity through the act of letting go. This is a valuable lesson we should remember and apply every day. Are you ready to master the art of letting go and find true peace within yourself? If so, take the first step by acknowledging your decision to embrace change and move forward. Every challenge carries within it the seeds of opportunity for those who are willing to seize it. Do you know how to seize opportunity? Another crucial principle is practicing daily self-reflection. Have you ever paused at the end of the day to reflect on what happened, on your actions, thoughts, and feelings? Self-reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, enabling us to reassess ourselves, learn from our experiences, and improve day by day. It helps us confront our mistakes, recognize our strengths and weaknesses, and find ways to better ourselves. When we take time to reflect, we don't just review our actions, we gain a deeper understanding of our true nature and create opportunities for growth and change. Imagine spending a few minutes each night writing in a journal, noting what you experienced, what you did well, and what you could improve. Ask yourself, what did you do today to make progress? Is there anything you regret, and what would you do differently tomorrow? Jesus, too, encouraged daily reflection and prayer. In the Bible, he said, "Seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you." This teaching reminds us that through reflection and seeking, we will gain insight and guidance. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor and Stoic philosopher, practiced daily self-reflection through his writings and meditations. He recorded his thoughts, struggles, and philosophies, not only as a guide for himself, but to offer wisdom to future generations. He continuously reminds us that self-reflection fortifies the mind to face any challenge. By practicing daily self-reflection, you not only gain a clearer understanding of yourself, but also build resilience, patience, and compassion. You'll find yourself calmer, more composed, and more insightful in your decisions and actions. So, what will you reflect on tonight? Let each day be more than just survival. Let it be a step forward in your journey of self-improvement through constant learning and reflection. Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus have long been a source of inspiration and guidance on the path to peace and self-improvement. We've now reached the midpoint of today's lesson. Your participation is a powerful motivation for us in spreading these timeless values to more people. So, like and share this video to help spread these lessons to your family and friends. Or comment, "I cherish my life," if you're ready for the next step in this journey. The next principle is to cultivate inner peace. Inner peace isn't something we stumble upon by chance. It's the result of consistent practice and conscious reflection. Imagine someone facing significant challenges in life, work pressures, family issues, or everyday worries. How do they maintain their inner calm? First, they need to recognize that while they cannot control everything around them, they can control how they respond. Jesus once said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This teaching encourages us to find strength and peace in faith and love. We may not have power over circumstances, but we do have power over our reactions. When we learn to view things calmly and objectively, we discover true peace. Imagine a clear, serene lake deep within a forest. Storms may come and disturb the surface, but beneath the waves, the water remains calm and pure. You can learn to keep your soul like that lake, at peace, even in the midst of life's storms. Ask yourself, how do I find inner peace each day? One effective way is to set aside time for meditation, reflection, and prayer. By connecting with yourself and with God, you'll experience a deep sense of calm within. Start your morning with a few minutes of meditation, focusing on your breath and releasing your worries. At the end of the day, take time to pray and reflect on what has happened, seeking guidance and peace from God. What will you do today to nourish your inner peace? Begin by accepting what cannot be changed, focusing on what you can control, and finding joy in life's simple things. The next step is to build resilience through adversity. Have you ever wondered why hardships come our way? Are they merely temporary challenges, or are they opportunities for growth? Stoicism teaches that resilience is developed through hardship, and every challenge is a stepping stone toward becoming stronger and more steadfast. When we face adversity, we have two choices: let it defeat us, or use it as a tool for self-improvement. Think about times in your life when you faced obstacles, moments that seemed impossible to overcome, but ultimately helped you grow and realize the true value of patience and effort. Did those experiences make you more resilient and stronger? A well-known story of resilience is that of Viktor Frankl, a Jewish psychologist who survived the horrors of the Holocaust. In his book Man's Search for Meaning, he wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Frankl turned his extreme suffering into a motivation to explore and share his philosophy on resilience and the meaning of life. Imagine facing a significant life event, such as losing a loved one, failing in your career, or battling a serious illness. You may feel defeated, but this is also when you can uncover your inner strength. Jesus also taught us about resilience through hardship. In the Bible, he says, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." This powerful message encourages us to stand firm and find strength, knowing that adversity is part of life's journey, but we are never alone in facing it. Resilience isn't just about enduring hardship, it's about transforming it into an opportunity for personal growth. By seeing each challenge as a chance to strengthen your spirit, you learn to thrive even in difficult times. This teaching encourages us not to fear difficulties, for through resilience we find both victory and peace. Developing resilience in the face of hardship not only strengthens us, but also deepens our understanding of ourselves, revealing the true value of perseverance and courage. In challenging situations, we often seek comfort from external sources, hoping for a change in our surroundings to solve our problems. However, real change begins from within. Resilience is not the ability to avoid difficulty, but the strength to face it head-on, to endure, and to transform suffering into valuable lessons. Viktor Frankl demonstrated that when we find meaning in unavoidable pain, we can overcome any challenge. This aligns with the core teachings of the Stoic philosophers. It's not what happens to us that truly matters, but how we respond to it. This awareness frees us from the cycle of despair and allows us to rediscover inner peace. There are moments in life when difficulties seem insurmountable, but in hindsight, they often turn out to be the very moments that help us grow and recognize the true worth of persistence. Challenges aren't our enemies, they're our teachers, guiding us to patience, resilience, and the realization of our inner potential. Jesus and the Stoic philosophers have shown us the path to overcoming adversity and finding the deeper meaning in life. Let these teachings inspire and guide you on your journey to building resilience. When you face difficulties, will you let them defeat you, or will you use them as opportunities to grow? Remember, each challenge is not a punishment, but a test, an opportunity to discover your limits and then surpass them. Use those hardships to strengthen your will and build inner fortitude. Those who know how to turn adversity into opportunity not only overcome hardships, but also find deeper meaning in their lives. We would love to hear your story. How have you faced difficulties? What lessons have you learned from your setbacks? Share in the comments, and let's spread these valuable insights on resilience and the meaning of life together. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss out on any of our future content. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.